Hello, welcome to game 3 of my match against Skumpy. This is an interesting one. Way of the Owl is draw up to 6, which can be quite powerful with like dungeon stuff. There's not really trashing here at all. No trashing. I mean, Flame's Gift. Citadel seems preposterously powerful. Tunnel Dungeon is kind of a thing. You can kind of make that work. Citadel seems pretty strong too. Band of Misfits seems nice. You can play. How does Band of Misfits work with? I assume you can't actually trash it for the benefit. Yeah, I'm going to go with that assumption. So Dungeon seems nice. Dungeon Tunnel is interesting here. There's not a lot of plus buy. You can get a bunch of labs going, which seem good. And so your village is like Citadel plus labs. I think I'm going to open Dungeon as well. Okay, seems reasonable. Right, there's Pixie, so there's Goat. This is what happens when you don't have Goat in your starting hand. This says Heirloom Goat. Goat says trash a card. So when I said there was no trashing, and the only trashing was Pixie. And the only trashing is Pixie. I meant the only trashing is Pixie, Heirloom, Goat, and you can get pretty thin here. So ignore everything I just said, which I'm sure most of the listeners of this channel are doing anyways. Yes, they've got the same opening as me. They got Dungeon. The question is, do they go Tunnel already? There's a little bit of advantage to going the early Tunnel in that you can spike that 8 early to get the Citadel. You can hit 5 to get Lab. There's also quite an advantage to getting a Silk Merchant until it lets you cycle. I'm not believing in the horse traders at this point. So the advantage to the Silk Merchant is you just cycle through. You see your Dungeon, your Tunnel, your Goat more often. So what are we building to? We're building the provinces. So you want to stack a Labs, a Citadel, and then that's the deck that hits provinces, and a couple of golds. So I think I'll take the Silk now, pick up the another Dungeon and Tunnel, and just try to play heavy iteration. So looping through my deck as much as possible to try to find the Goat every turn if we can. I will discard two estates and feel okay if I have to trash a copper. Okay, the thing missed anyways. So this is 5. 5 I think is just going to be Lab. Lab's a good card. It's going to draw for me. There's a little bit of thought to Band of Misfits, but not really. Dungeon coming in, so potentially I can do some stuff. They didn't open. Yeah, might as well blow this up now. They didn't open the thing I had thought, but they're able to cycle through almost as much as I am. Not quite sure how that's possible, but I played the Silk Merchant twice, so I feel like I should have. Maybe I'm a whole shuffle ahead, but my Goat missed it. Okay, so I can buy another Lab, which seems decent, or I can buy another Dungeon and Tunnel, which also seems decent. I think I'm going to do that. I want to start getting golds, and I want to keep cycling through. Play a Coffer, Dungeon, Tunnel. I no longer have my. Sea's Gift is decent. I no longer have a Dungeon coming into play, and I don't have my Villager anymore, is what I wanted to say. So without those 2 cards, it does make it a bit tough to play this Silk Merchant if I don't draw a Dungeon. So that's just to watch out for. I really want to play a Dungeon this turn. Okay, great. Take the gold. I really just want to draw through to see a Goat. My Goat's missed a shuffle again, so I'll just get another Lab. It is quite frustrating for the Goat to miss these shuffles, because the whole point of the strategy I'm doing is that I get thin faster with Goat because I opened Silk Merchant instead of Horse Traders. When they opened Horse Traders, they got the double Pixie thing, I guess I could have gone double Pixie as well in some of these turns. And maybe I need to relook to buying Pixies. The fact that I haven't bought any Pixies yet feels pretty questionable. Other than I have 2 labs and a gold already, so Citadel is close to within the realms of what I can do. They took Earth's Gift and got some stuff. They got a lab. Okay, gold. Okay, I don't really want to play this Silk Merchant here. It's pretty bad, but I kind of want the plus buy. So what's down there? Tunnel, gold. So tunnel, gold, and 2 coppers. So I'm gonna. I have a dungeon coming in, and the high roll of drawing the gold is really high. I get to get Citadel. Also, this plus buy is really nice. So trash that. Get myself a Citadel and feel pretty good about the high roll. Drew a lab, which is great, so I can double play that. Now I need to get some Pixies because they're getting all these really nice boons. I guess given the number of Pixie plays they have, you'd expect them to see one of each boon, but and I think I'm just going to keep discarding tunnels for golds. I should be able to mostly keep pace in terms of trashing with the goat, and if I'm buying multiple labs every turn, and the dungeons provide me some amount of reliability. Okay, draw 4 here, which is great. Lab, silk, dungeon, and I think I just take another gold. Okay, so this is 14. I'm kind of stuck on 2 buys, so I can consider getting like Lab and Silk Merchant here to give me a 3rd buy next turn to try to get like double Lab Pixie next turn. I think I have sort of enough golds for the short term. I can also go Lab Band of Misfits, but that seems worse. So Lab and another Silk Merchant as my terminal, and if I need to, I can always use the Villager. So I've got 4 labs in Citadel. They've got they don't. So okay, they happy to win that one on the plan compared to what they were doing. Looking at their deck, kind of a mishmash of stuff. It's really tough for that deck to hit 8, which is the advantage to my deck. So happy to take that one, and we move on to game 4.